Okay. Alright boys, so today we are going to be doing some pre-nades on Backlot. I'm gonna run you guys through some pre-nades on Backlot. You guys probably already know a lot of this stuff, and obviously these videos are just directed towards the ones who don't have an understanding of pre-nades. So I appreciate everyone who's tuning in and who's obviously supporting these videos, because obviously these videos aren't for you guys from COD 4, you know what I mean? So these videos are dedicated to the ones who always ask me about pre-nades and to do specific maps and whatnot, so I do appreciate everyone's support on this. But yeah, of course, these videos are definitely not geared towards you OG COD 4 players, so I already know you guys know all this stuff, so let's get right into it. So obviously pre-nades are all revolved around, you know, getting out of the gate first. Getting bumped by teammates is one of the worst things when it comes to pre-nades, because if you get bumped while you throw a grenade, it's not going to make it to where you want it. Not at all. So you can either do two things. You can either make it through and not get bumped, or you're going to have to sit back and wait for them to run in front of you, and then obviously your pre-nade is going to be a little bit off. So at that point, you're going to just have to wait and see who's also running late, and that's kind of your only best bet to catch people off guard. But usually on this map, what you're going to want to do is right out of the gate, what I like to do is to get that nade right over in between those two buildings. You can either do two things. You can stand up here and throw it over, or you can still do it from a running start. Come over here and throw it right between. Alright, so this is gonna interrupt anybody who runs obviously from the spawn directly to inside A. This should catch them. Again, people who stop, the guys who stop and throw 3 frags over here, 1, 2, 3, those guys, this might not affect them. That's generally for those straight hardcore rushers, which, you know, it's not just about getting the pre-nade kill, but also getting a read on who's running that way, you know what I mean? Like if you get a hit marker or a big hit marker with 2 or 3 people, and you know who's around here. Someone might be sitting over here in the corner. Someone might be, you know, inside of A already. You have an idea of what's going on around here. Not to mention, if you do get a 2-piece or 3-piece kill, then you're good to go. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go and start with that one. This is a pretty known grenade. Again, you can do it multiple ways. You can get up on here. This also gives you a couple reads. You can get up on here, throw it over. You can also get a read on who runs through there as well. Let me go ahead and restart this real quick for you, get some more nades in my pocket. Alright, so next one is, what we're going to talk about is getting this nade through that door. Some people run late, right in there. Some people run super quick, but it's definitely a good cutoff nade for ones who do like to run this quick. Even for ones who like to stand in that little building. Oh, it cut on us. Anyways, yeah, so throwing it through that doorway is going to be good for people who do rush quick and who also do stand, I'll show you right here, who do stand inside that doorway. People like to, like myself, I'll go here and I'll throw a nade over. I'll show you the nades after this, but people do like to come through here and sit right in this little area. They'll sit here, they'll throw stuff over. They'll look here, they'll throw nades in there, you know what I mean? They'll do different things inside this area. So throwing that nade from where I did, landing right in here, is a really good pre-nade as well. Sometimes it's a good 1-piece, 2-piece, depending on how many people go there. So there's different ways to throw that. You can get on top of the car, you can throw it from on side of the car. Either way, you just have to get the good the angle on it and get the timing on it. So those are different ways to throw the nades from this direction. Over here is pretty popular, over there is popular, and then the remainder of the people come over here in this area and, you know, huck them over here. They'll just huck there, they'll huck there, maybe they'll throw another one, huck it over there. Like, they'll just toss a bunch of grenades. So gotta be on the lookout for grenades, man, because even in the middle of the map, someone will look up and huck a grenade and kill somebody, you know what I mean? It's really hit or miss. But we're strictly talking pre-nades, stuff that's supposed to be calculated to a certain extent. Alright, so those are 2 grenades that you guys can throw. One over there, one through the middle building, and then the rest, if you want to come to the right side and hit those car bombs, you can do that as well. Another very, very popular nade, right? There's also another car bomb over here on the other side. Really all depends on the angle that you throw it. So people will, this car bomb will get the people running over here, obviously. This car bomb will sometimes get the people that are either waiting on and behind it. People like to climb up on the car to come up onto the tin, right? Or the ones who don't even go through the car, that just run through the hole. Or even people who are just running across. Like, this car bomb is really good for all of that. So it's really just based off of the angle that you throw the grenade. You can really just throw it wherever you want, honestly. Either way, you're gonna hit that car bomb. It's really all with practice, though. The more you guys practice throwing grenades, the more you'll get in tune with where it's gonna go, where it's gonna land. That was a little bit far, but even so, this one will still hit those people going to the left side over here, right? So either way, again, with the arc, you want to time your arc. You want to time the amount you cook the grenade coming out of your hands, because if you just toss the grenade right away, sometimes it won't blow up exactly where you need it. You know what I mean? So again, it's all with timing. It's all with really having an understanding of the map and where you are at the same time of where they're going to be when you throw it and when it lands and blows up. Everything has to be taken into account. So hopefully we're on the same page so far, everybody. Hopefully. We're going to start with this side now. This is also another thing with bumping, because it's so small here. People love to sit here. They'll stop. They'll throw grenades. They'll, they do their own thing. So for ones who want to get a specific route down with, that's really based around timing, it's really tough to do that on this map when people just sit here and just toss grenades over. You know what I mean? They just huck, and I think that's abusing the 3-frag perk. I think using 3 frags for specific reasons and purposes is useful. 3 frags is definitely useful more than just hucking through grenades, and that's typically the way I like to use the perk, not just sitting here and throwing them. But the most common grenade here is that car bomb, right? What do we have? 1:23. Let's see where this landed. That's the most popular grenade. Now, just because everyone else throws it there doesn't mean you have to. You know what I mean? If you're laid out of the gate, if you wait, throwing that grenade there is not really going to do much, right? So maybe change things up, come to the right side, and huck it over here. You know what I mean? You don't have to hit that car bomb. People do run through here. People do miss that car bomb, so don't be afraid to throw it at different places. You know what I mean? Of course, it's always nice to get that first car bomb. Someone always gets it. You know what I mean? But this is a very, very popular place that people don't really throw. You know what I mean? That everyone runs through. So again, just have a visual of the map and where you are on the map. Get a nice little mirror image going on in your head. All right, boys, so get creative with your grenades. Just because someone or the entire team throws it over at one place doesn't mean you need to as well. At that point, after the second one, is probably a waste of grenades. So like I showed you to the right side, get creative with it, change up the grenade patterns. Come to the left side. You can also come over here and toss this one over. Again, let me show you where this one lands. Like I said, get creative with it. A lot of people don't expect these different nades to be going different places, so when it lands inside of their back pocket right over here, you know what I mean, they're going to be very, very surprised. A lot of people will run here, they'll throw the grenades over, they'll throw it in the middle, but a lot of people run to the right side here and never see a grenade. You know what I mean? So get creative with your grenades, throw them at different places. You can still run your same route. All you got to do is just make a little left turn and toss it over. You know what I mean? So this is definitely a good one for everyone that likes to come here. People like to throw stuff over here. You know what I mean? They like to do this. This is going to affect all those groups of people that come this route. And not many people throw them over here. Not many people throw grenades over here. So this is a very, very useful grenade to do it on this map. And you can also do it running to the left side. It doesn't matter what direction you go, as long as you know the angles on the map, where you are and where it's going to land. Keep an eye on that radar, the direction you're pointing, which is a good display of where it's going to go, obviously. And yeah, just be creative, man. Being creative with these grenades is really where it comes down to, and how you get the most use of not just one grenade, but all 3 of them if you have 3 frags. You know what I mean? So get creative with it, throw it different places, keep practicing, and eventually you'll see your kill count increase. You'll see your KD increase. You'll see your points, your XP increase, everything that we're all playing for. You'll see everything increase once you can get these grenades down. Let's move on. All right, so next we're gonna go down to, Well, we're gonna cut left. We're gonna show you. It's kind of the same thing though. It's kind of the same thing. You can do multiple things with these grenades, of course. For the ones who want to cut right, avoid this area, coming over here. You guys can come over here and still throw grenades to that left side. You know, for people who like actually sit over there for a good amount of time, it will affect them. But for, you know, for those direct rushers that want to cut right, this is a much more useful grenade throw, the one I showed you. If you see people shooting over there on the map, yeah, coming over here and throwing that grenade will definitely affect them. So you can keep that into account. Again, it's all in creativity. Just have the confidence that your grenade's gonna definitely reach no matter where you throw it. That's ultimately what a COD 4 nade is. Again, you can also, you know, when you're coming over here throwing your grenades, you have to be aware of people throwing them back at you. So these car bombs are very, very dangerous. You can definitely hit over those areas too. Doesn't matter where you throw it, it's gonna reach. This one is really good for the ones who actually, you know, neglect all of this area over here. They run through the back area. The ones that cut immediate right, they'll come over here straight and they'll come and throw a grenade, or they'll cut right. This one is really nice. It lands right in front. Hopefully we'll produce a couple kills for you guys, so keep that in mind if you guys want to run a different route. If you guys always run this route, I never do, so I don't really typically throw those, but coming this way and throwing this grenade over there is definitely a plus. Of course, the more you move left, the farther right over there it's going to move, the farther left over here it's going to move. So people that, you know, run in front of that turret building, it's going to land right in front of them. Again, getting creative with it, moving, knowing your angles, knowing the timings, etc., etc. And ultimately, yeah, it's pretty simple on Backlot. I mean, again, it's all based off of timing out of the gate, people who bump you, the ones who are using extreme conditioning, the ones who are using dead silence, you know, everything goes into account. I do hope this little run by for you guys was helpful. Hopefully you guys can use it to your advantage. Make sure you spread the word, spread it to all the guys who need some assistance on the pre-nades. Obviously, this wasn't for the guys or OGs from COD 4. I know who you guys are. This isn't for you guys. So hopefully for all the ones who, or even some of the guys who play this game a lot and just don't need a touch-up, but this is directed for the ones who reach out to me and do want some assistance on pre-nades. This is what the video is for you guys, so hopefully it did help you out. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you drop a like on the video, and also drop a comment with if it did help you. If not, if you guys want to see different maps, let me know. Either way, I do appreciate all of the support, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.